Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. Okay, today I want to talk to you about all the products I tried in the last couple of months in 2024. I tried more than I thought in the last 3 months, I have to say, so if it sounds good and interesting to you, stay tuned and let's dive right into it. Okay guys, I have many things in here. I have hair care products, skincare products, beauty products in terms of makeup, of course, many eyeshadows. So let's get started. I will start with hair products and there's just one thing I want to talk about. And this is my Dyson that I bought for myself. I will do someday a video with it. We will see, because I need to get used to it myself first before I can talk a little bit more about it. But first impressions, I have to say I really like it. I wanted to try the Dyson for a long time and I never got it for myself because I thought $600 are really much for a hair product. The Dyson, I used it today. I let my hair air dry as much as possible and after that I styled it with the Dyson, and that's everything I did with my hair today. It's very voluminous, very big, and yeah, like I got a blowout in the end. So I really like it, but I have to say I have to get a little bit more used to it. I didn't bought the full set because there was a best of, you could say, on a website where you could get the Dyson with the most popular attachments, and the most popular attachments was the round brush, the curling thing right here, I got the longer one, and the normal hair dryer, and it's also very good to get rid of your flyaways. So those were the 3 things that was in this set, and I got the set for around $400. So I'm not mad about that, and those were the attachments I was the most excited about anyways, so I thought why not? And if I want the other ones someday as well, I can buy them as individuals for myself. And the other thing as well that came with it is of course the cleaning brush right here for the filter, because you need to clean the filter I think once a month or something like that. I think the Dyson will inform you when the time is ready to clean the filter, because you have a little light right here above the filter, and it will turn red on you if you need to clean it, you know? So that's also very nice. All in all, I have to say I really like the Dyson. I need to get a little bit more used to it. My side note, my boyfriend liked this one very much as well. And I have to say in the moment I really like the round brush. I know the round brush is not the favorite of most people, but this is in the moment my favorite one. I really like to comb my hair downwards and to give it a nice shape. And after that I'm going in with the curling stick right here and curl my hair in all directions. And yeah, I really like the outcome. I needed to get a little bit used to it, to be completely honest. I didn't like it at first, and after that I really liked it, and after that I wasn't sure if I like it, but I think I get more and more used to it, and it's just because my hair is getting healthier as well. I'm taking better care of it now, and with healthier hair I think the Dyson is your best friend, but it also can help to get your hair healthier, you know, over time, because it's a little bit less of heat damage that you will get with this one, because it's heat controlling and everything like that. Of course, it's heat at the end of the day and your hair will get damaged, but I do my hair every time with heat anyways. So I do it after the first wash, and after that I do multiple hairstyles until my next wash, and then I do heat again on my hair. And my boyfriend especially loves this attachment right here, the hair dryer and the anti-flyaway. He really likes it. I really like it as well, but this is the one I'm using the least of the other 2, but I really enjoy it and I really appreciate that as well, because I think it's really working, and that's what I paid for, you know, that everything is working like it should do, and it's a very nice and interesting type of attachment. I love that I can dry my hair with this one. I love that I can get rid of the flyaways, you know, and It's getting really smooth also on the top of the head. It's a very nice attachment. So this is something I wanted to briefly touch on. The only downside is because I got the most popular items in the downsized version of all of the attachments, I didn't get the bag that comes with the Dyson as well. I didn't get this one, so I need to store it somehow, somewhere in my room, you know. That's the only downside maybe, but all in all, I think the Dyson is really, really nice. Is it worth it, $600? I need to be honest, guys, I wouldn't pay $600 for this one. I would get it on sale, on a good deal, refurbished maybe as well, or like the downsized version I did with this one. With the 3 attachments. In that sense, yeah, I would get the Dyson, but not for $600. But all in all, I think it's a really, really, really nice thing to have if you really are into hair, if you are doing your hair anyways every time after your shower and you really like doing your hair and this is something that is your routine. I think something like that is really helping to keep it fresh and healthy and very voluminous at the same time. I really like every time how my hair is coming out. Like I said, I needed to get a little bit used to it, to adjust a little bit to it. But after you have the hang of it, it's a nice thing and it's really fun to do your hair with this one. And it can also be very, very quick as well. So I'm not mad that I have it, but I need to play for sure a little bit more with this one. Okay guys, now let's come to skincare. And I just wanted to give you a little update on my Rhode skincare stuff right here. This one as well, the little treatment right here. I have to say I like the Rhode stuff more and more. I also get more and more used to the Restore cream, you know, the moisturizer right here. I think I didn't know what it was, but the first couple of times that I used this one, the foundation every time I used with this one was getting clumpy and didn't look good, and I thought it's because of this one, but I used it now again a couple of times with my different foundations that I have and everything was fine. So I don't know what it was, but I'm getting again a little bit more used to it. Maybe you need to let it soak into your skin a little bit longer and after that applying your makeup, because maybe it's because I did it before right after I applied it. So it could be so many factors. I can't tell you why it was like that, but now it don't do it anymore. So I will give you an update again if I know what the problem was, but I get also very used to the moisturizer, I have to say. The other 2 things I really loved, like I told you, the glazing milk and the peptide glazing fluid. There's nothing changed really. I really like them. I really use them more at the evening time, less at the morning time. And I enjoy them. I really think your skin is getting this really nice, glossy, glowy finish. And I love to have that also at nighttime. Because when I have that at nighttime, I really have the feeling my skin is so moisturized and so hydrating. And that's something I really, really enjoy. I love that feeling. And it's not sticky for the night. This is also something I really appreciate because I hate it when it's not soaking in fast enough and I'm laying down and then I have so many things that's sticking to my face, you know, and this is not doing it. I feel that it's moisturizing, I feel that my skin is really hydrating, getting a nice barrier, but I also feel that it's soaked in and I can lay down and nothing will happen, you know. I really like that about those ones. So yeah, here nothing really has changed. Some people mentioned to me, and this is also what I want to say, this is reminding me a little bit of Korean skincare as well. So maybe this is why I like it so much. So if you don't want to go the Rhode route, look into Korean skincare, guys. It's really something like this milky type of texture, especially with the glazing milk right here, you can really find in so many Korean skincare brands as well. So I like it. I have the feeling my skin is getting better, but it could also be because I'm taking in general a little bit better care of it in the moment. But yeah, those are really helping. It's not like they are not doing nothing. I really can see and feel a difference in my skin. Okay, but now to the Rhode lip treatment. I have to say, guys, I have it on today as well, together with my NYX Powder Puff Lippy in the color Group Love, this one right here. I did just a little bit of this one and put the Rhode lip treatment all over it. I like it. It's not that I don't like it, but I don't really feel over time that my lips are treated, if you know what I mean. I don't feel that it's like a really lip treatment kind of lip gloss, you know? It's more like a lip gloss with a nice hydrating feel to it, but it's not that treatment-like for my lips, you know what I mean? If I'm doing too much, I don't like the feel at all. Like that, it's very nice, but I think this is okay. I don't think this is anything revolutionary. I don't think this is anything you really, really need to have, in my opinion. I also don't hate it, but I thought it would be my holy grail, to be honest, but it's not. But I also don't think that it's bad. So that's everything I can give you for this one, and I don't have the feeling my mind will change about that. Okay, the last thing for skincare, it's my The Ordinary High Strength Vitamin Mineral Blemish Formula right here. I love this one, guys. I think this is beautiful. I do it every night as my first step, and I have the feeling this is partially the one thing that got my skin better, to be honest. I really, really love this one. I think this is beautiful. It's a low price tag as well, and it's helped my skin so much, and I will repurchase this one for sure. You can hopefully see how much I used up already. There's not much left in it, and when it's gone, I will buy this one again. I really, really love it. I really can feel and see a difference in my skin. I really can feel that the bumps on my forehead are getting smaller, and all in all, my skin is getting a little bit more sleeker with the overall look, you know. I enjoy this one so much, and I really can see that there is a change in my skin and with my blemishes. When I get a blemish, I do it over it. If it's fresh, be a little bit careful because it can burn a little bit, but I do it over it, and after one night, it's not completely gone, but it's so well treated with this one that it's almost gone every time I'm waking up. It's like there's nothing after I'm putting on a little bit of foundation, you know? So I'm really enjoying and appreciating this one. Okay guys, now let's come to the fun part, the makeup part. Let's go first to complexion. There's not that much, but a little bit I want to talk about for sure. Let's start with foundation, and I bought me recently the Le Beige Water Fresh Tint Foundation from Chanel. It's the foundation I'm wearing today. You really can't call this one a real foundation because it's more like the name is applying a fresh hydrating tint for your face. It's really not that covering, but it's really smoothing out your skin. It's making it a little bit more blurred out, and the imperfections are a little bit more perfected, but not in that sense that you can't see them anymore. So it's really just overall a foundation or a tint that will give you a more hydrating, plumbing, and healthy look to your face. And I really appreciate that because I have the feeling this is something that I missed in my collection, and now I have it. I'm using this one very frequently. I like to use it for work. I like to use it when I do a strong eye. I like to use it when I do a not so strong eye. I like it for bold and not bold makeup. This is what I want to say with that, because I think this is so much fun to have a little bit your imperfections showing through, but also have a fun look on your eye, you know, or on your lip. Either way, I love this one. It's so versatile. I can mix it with foundation. I can make it a little bit more stronger. I can use it on its own. It's a nice product to have. I love this one, and I will use it for sure until it's gone, because I can see why so many people are loving this one, and I'm not exception. I really enjoy it. Okay, and speaking of Chanel, this month was the month of Chanel for me, it seems like. The next product I want to talk about is the Le Beige Water Fresh Blush from Chanel, and I have Warm Pink. It's the blush I'm wearing also on my face today, just a little bit on the back portion of my cheek area. and I really enjoy it. I think this is beautiful. Nothing has changed as well with this one. It's really a soft kind of look you will get. You can make it stronger, like you saw in my video that I did with this one. You can do it strong, it's not like that, but it will always give you a more softer kind of look. This is something that you will go for when you are using the fresh tint blushes from Chanel. Really love it, also really unique. It's giving me a hydrating, nice look to the cheeks, and I'm enjoying it. Most I enjoy it in the moment to use it in conjunction with my other blushes that I have, to be honest, but also on its own, it's just a nice product to have. I really like it, and I'm not mad that I bought it. The feel that I need all the other blushes now is clinked a little bit down, because first I will use this one, I think, and we will see if I will buy this one again. But for the time being that I have it, I will enjoy myself with this one. And maybe I will miss it so much, or I want more colors, that I will buy it in the long run again, or a new color. We will see, but in the moment I'm enjoying this product, and I really like it for what it is. Okay, now let's come to concealer. There I have just 2 concealers. Let's start with the non-luxury concealer, and it's from e.l.f., the Camo Concealer, and it's the matte finish one. And I bought me the color Light Peach. It's beautiful, guys. I really like it, especially in combination with my Auric Glow Lust or my Lisa Eldridge Glow Boost that I have. I really like to put them a little bit under my eye area, put this one over it, and it will give me such a nice finish under the eyes. It will lighten my eyes up, it will give me really good coverage at the end, and it will look so smooth and beautiful on the skin. And this is the concealer that I'm wearing actually today, and I really love how everything is pairing together, how the luxury finish that I have underneath, you know, it's pairing so nice with my drugstore concealer right here. That's so fun, and this is so beautiful, and this is showing me that I can use both and everything will look so nice in the end. So I really like and appreciate this one. The other concealer that I have is my luxury concealer, and it's from Tom Ford, and I have the 0N0 Blank, I think it's called. And I really like it. It's also a little bit on the matter side, but it's so hydrating. So I don't need anything underneath my eyes if I want to use this one, because it's a very hydrating concealer. It's very beautiful. I really like it. It's not as covering as my e.l.f. concealer that I have, to be honest, but this is for those days when I want a little bit more of a neutral type of look, and I'm going every time for this one if I want that. And if I want to know that everything is staying in place all day long, this is my best friend. I really love it, and I think it's giving also a very smooth under eye, and it's also very brightening at the same time. So it's a concealer that I'm appreciating, and I'm not mad that I bought it for myself. Okay, now to highlighters, guys. Let's put them both in the frame because my battery is dying, and for my new camera I just have 1 battery in the moment, so we need to speed it a little bit up. I'm so sorry. But let's talk about my Chanel highlighters right here. I bought them very close to one another. The first one is the 10 Ivory Gold. It's the highlighter that I'm wearing today as well. And the other one that I bought is the newest one in my collection, and it's the Lumiere de Ocean highlighter right here from the spring collection. Look how stunning those are, guys. I really love them. The Ivory Gold is with little specks of glitters. It's giving your face a nice natural type of glow from within, and I appreciate it so much. And I love it. I think it's beautiful highlighter. I love to use this one, and it's a very chic type of highlighter look you will get with this one. And on the other hand, the Ocean one, this one right here, is with blue and lilac-y and pinkish sparkles throughout it. It's the more fun sister, you could say, of this highlighter right here. And it's also more on the cooler side, and I really love this one as well. This is so much more glittery. This Ivory one also have glitter specks throughout it, but this one it's glitter. It's pure glitter, guys. But this is also something I really appreciate because I can use it for my eyes, I can use it for my cheeks, and I don't have anything against glittery cheeks. So it's a fun highlighter. I really love it, and I love especially that Chanel decided to do something like that. So I appreciate and love both of them, and those are hits for me, for sure. Let's talk of all of the eyeshadow palettes I bought for myself. Let's start with Tom Ford. I will show you all the 4 quads that I bought. The first one is the newest one in my collection, and it's Iconic Smoke right here. Guys, this palette is so beautiful, so stunning, and I don't want to blend you. I really like it. It's the first time I tried the cream to powder formulation from Tom Ford with this one right here. I know it's a little bit of a newer type of cream to powder from him, but so I just can tell you my feelings about this formulation in particular. There's nothing changed, guys. I really love it. I think after the wet and dry, this is my favorite one. You can't compare them, of course. They are so different, but the wet and dry is something really so special for me, you know. I really love this one. This is also a very special one for sure, and I'm enjoying my time with it, and I don't regret to have this one at all. The cream formulation, you know, is a little bit, can be creasing on your eyes. It's, you know, if you are putting more cream on your eyelid and stacking it up on one another, of course it will crease over the day, but if you do a really light layer, it won't crease at all. So this is something I found out for myself, but I don't mind it with this formulation, guys. I don't mind a little bit of creasing. It's all in all a very beautiful, stunning and unique formulation, and I'm enjoying to use this one for sure. Okay, now let's come to my first choice when it comes to Tom Ford palettes, and it's the wet to dry formulation. I bought me the Honeymoon palette. This is the palette I wanted for the longest time now. Nothing has changed. I love his wet and dry formulation. I love that you can wet your brush, you can put it over the lid. I did this one all over the lid wet, then I put another layer dry over it, and it was so beautiful. It was like gold medal. I loved it. I loved it. And this one especially is so beautiful and stunning as well. This one is giving you the deep eye look, and this is perfect for the inner corner and, you know, to get a little bit of light in the middle portion of your lid area. So the wet and dry formulation will always be my favorite one, and I hope he will continue to do this one because I'm in love with it. So now let's come to the last 2 palettes. His normal formulation, his normal powder formulation. They have a little bit more of opinions, let's say it like that. I really love this one. Let's say first what I got. The Lumiere d'Hiver eyeshadow palette. I love this one, guys, especially the combination, this white here, this white, the matte white all over the lid. On top you do this glittery shade and you will get a winter eye dream in seconds, a winter look in seconds. It's beautiful. I love this one. On the other hand, this one, the Dark Opulence palette that I bought for myself, it's a little bit drier in texture, I have to say. I really love and appreciate the black one right here. It's a beautiful black. This light one is also very nice. And the 2 blues, I have to say, they are a little bit more on the drier side. I appreciate and like them as well, but it's a little bit more work you have to put into this palette, I have to be honest. So for that price tag, it's not what I'm looking for, you know, in a Tom Ford quad. I want that it's easy and fast. So with this one, you need to do a little bit more of working playtime. But if it's something you are willing to do, the colors are beautiful, I have to say. I love the colors. I love my eye look after I put a little bit more effort into it. But it's something to keep in the back of your mind if you are using the Dark Opulence palette. But you know, it seems like with his powder formulation, it's always a hit or miss with his palettes. So you never know what you will get, but all in all, I really like Tom Ford. I love to use his quads and it's so much fun. I love how my eyes are looking every time after using Tom Ford. So this is speaking for itself, I would say. Okay, now let's come to newer palettes in my collection that I didn't show you until now, and therefore I did a little clip putting them on because those are the palettes I'm wearing today all over my lid. So let's talk about it. The first palette, it's the Natasha Denona Face Palette, the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette. this one right here. It's beautiful, guys. I wanted this one for a longer time. It was on sale and I bought it finally for myself. I really like it, and I also really like, I know for some people, oh, I dig right into the lilac-y shade. Oh, very nice of me. Okay, guys, I know some people didn't like this creamy pinkish blush right here. I really enjoy it. It's the blush I'm wearing today right on the cheek area. I will insert a little clip so that you see how I use this palette right here, because I never used it on camera before, like I said. And I really like this blush, I have to say. I think it's beautiful. It's a nice cream. It's a really bright blush. You can make it bright, you can make it a little bit lighter, so you can master your own blushiness with this one. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea when it comes to pinks, but it's a pink eyeshadow palette at the end, and I understand that there's a pink blush in it. The highlighter, although it's a little bit deeper for my skin tone, you know, I can make it work and I really like it. It's not the highlighter I used today, but all in all I enjoy it as a topper and I think it's pairing nice overall. So when we come to the eyeshadow palettes, I love them. I think they are beautiful, they are stunning. I used today Aiko as for my lash area on my lid area with a really small brush, and I scattered it out, not too precise, but I did it in a way that I really wanted to deepen up my lash line area a little bit more. And after that I used the shade Aiko as well, just for the outer portion of my lower lash line, to tie the upper lid area really nice together with the lower lash line. Really loved how it turned out. And then I did go in with Affinity and put it at my brow bone area all over it, because I really wanted to have this scattered out light effect on my lid area, and I really loved it. So now let's come to the next palette I used, and it's my Dior Copper Essentials palette. It was suddenly on the website again, and I have the Silver Essentials one, and I thought, why not? Let's complete the, you know, with this one. And I bought it for myself, and I did go in with the copper satiny kind of shade all over my lid, and I really love how it's looking. It can be a fall type of look, it also can be a really nice spring type of look, you know. You can really mix and match those colors to fit both vibes with it, and I really appreciate that about this palette. I have to say, when it comes down to it, I really love my Silver Essentials palette a little bit more because it's so unique and lovely, but I really appreciate this one as well. You get a little bit more mattes, but it's a nice palette and it's working so easy and good. And I also used the copper shade for my lower lash line at the outer portion and dragged it to the inner portion as well a little bit, again, to tie the look together. And I really loved how it turned out. I really like this palette, I have to say. It's not my favorite one, but it's a good, like the name is implying, essential palette to have, and I like how my eyes are looking, and it's so easy to use, it's so fast to blend out, and I can't say anything negative about it. So if this is your color story and you get it, you can get it somewhere and you're thinking about it, you have my approval. It's a very nice palette. And the last palette I never used on camera and I bought for myself because I wanted, and it was there again. It was directed from the Pat McGrath vault or something like that. You could say which palettes you want back and she will bring it back for a certain amount of time, you know. And I got my hands on the Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad Risky Rose Quad right here. This one, guys, it's so beautiful. Again, the palette I'm also wearing on my eyes today. I wanted to show you all the palettes I didn't use until now. It's beautiful. I did go in first with the brown shade over the plummy shade from Natasha Denona to deepen it even more up. Everywhere I used the plummy shade from Natasha Denona, I also used the brown shade. After that, I did go in with this rosy shade right here. After that, I did go in with this one and put it on the front portion of my lid area, just a little bit. And also a little bit on the lower lash line on the front portion of it. And then I did go in with this really sparkly shade at the front portion of my lid, into the inner corners and also on the lower lash line at the front portion. And called it a day. It's a stunning palette, guys. What can I say? I really love it. Those are the three palettes I didn't use until now in front of the camera, and I'm so glad and happy that I did now, because I have to say I love them all. I know I think you can't get them anymore, but that's because I wanted to include it in this video right here, that I can tell you about my feelings, and maybe you have those palettes already at home or you can get it somewhere. I just wanted to tell you, grab them again, they are beautiful and I really, really like them. Okay, some palettes are left. Some palettes are left, guys. The other two palettes, again from Chanel. The first one is my Eclat de Nuit palette right here, and the other one is my Coral Treasure. They are beautiful. This one especially, guys, the Eclat de Nuit, I can really recommend this one. It's so stunning. It's very pigmented, I have to say, for Chanel Quad. I love the black and I love this really, really gunmetal-y type of shade right here because it's so unique with the greenish undertone that it's giving me. And I also love those really clay type of shades in here. I think the palette overall is a nice combination of everything. A nice everyday palette, a nice smoky palette. Stunning. There has nothing changed about my mindset with this palette. I think it's beautiful, it's chic, and it's something that's really standing the test of time, I have the feeling. And the other one, like I said, is my Spring 2024 palette, the Coral Treasure one. I really like it, guys. It's a softer kind of it's a softer approach on, you know, a little bit more vibrant colors, a little bit more spring-like colors. It's a little bit more softer than, let's say, a Cosmic Brushes palette will give you, or even a Natasha Denona palette will give you. So you have to like something like that. But especially for the springtime, I think this is something very, very nice to have. If you want something a little bit more special, but you need to be it fast and not too much, this will be your best friend. I think this is a beautiful collection piece from the Spring Collection 2024. I'm not mad that I have it. Like I said, initially I wanted to get the blue one, but I'm over it. I'm really over it. It's okay. I'm now again in my phase anyways where I like to do a little bit more of bolder looks again. So I'm not mad that I didn't have it. It would have been nice, but this one is also a very nice palette to have. I don't regret it. Need to use it a little bit more, but just that you know, my mind hasn't changed about this one. I think it's lovely for the days where you want a little bit more something that you can see, but it's not in your face. It's a beautiful palette. Okay, the next one, my NARS palette, the Rising Orgasm palette right here. I did the look with you together and it's a nice palette, guys. I will use it maybe in a couple of days for a wedding. We will see. I think it's a nice palette to have. You have all the things you need. You have all the brown tones you need. It's a little bit more warmer, but you can also go a little bit cooler. This typical orgasm shade right here is very, very beautiful. Oh no, I think this is this one. This is the typical orgasm shade. It's very beautiful. You also can use this one as a blushy topper kind of shade. I think this would also pair really, really nice. All in all, it's a nice curated palette. It's nothing to rhyme home about again. It's not something that will give you wham bam. It's more like an essential palette to have, you know, to blend out something, to use it on its own, to get a soft, beautiful look and to call it a day, but in a very nice, elegant, beautiful way. So I'm not mad that I have it, but I don't think I will branch out and buy me more NARS palettes in the moment because it was nice to try the formulation, but it's nothing that I need a ton of. I think I'm very satisfied with the one. And if you have the one that you really want from NARS, I think it will also be enough for you maybe. Because for me, it totally is. I'm not mad, but I won't branch out and buy me more NARS palettes in the next couple of months. Not at all. Okay, the next palette is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance palette. Sorry that I need to go so fast, guys, because my battery is dying. It's dying and I need to be fast right now. But just that you know, I love this palette. It's beautiful, it's grungy, you can do it light even if you don't think so. You really can go light with the more lighter shimmery shades. And if you are dipping very light into leather, or amber even, you don't need to make it very dark and grungy, but I love it. I love that you can do that. It's another approach on fall and I love the grungy vibes in here. I think people need to talk also a little bit more about this one because it's a beautiful palette. I'm so happy that I bought it. It was on a whim, to be honest. I didn't wanted it initially, but I thought, okay, it's on sale, let's try it, and I'm not mad that I tried this one, guys. I really, really like it. I think it's beautiful and it's so beautiful with my other Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I have. So I'm happy that I have it, and I will continue to use this one for sure. Okay guys, the last 2 palettes and then we are done because my battery's also done right now. My Pat McGrath Starstruck Splendor palette is next. This one right here. Do you remember, guys, that I used this one? Yes, good. I like it. It didn't change, but I didn't use it that often, to be honest. I used it 2 times on camera, maybe after that another time, and then it got a little bit forgotten, to be honest. So it could be something good, something bad. It's in the moment something bad, but sometimes, you know, the timing needs to be right and then you will grab it. It's not that I'm not standing by it. It was a nice quality palette, guys. Even though it's a little bit of a lighter approach than her other palettes, I really, really liked it. I love how my looks turned out. I love how everything played so nicely together. And I really need to pull this one out a little bit more. It's just that I have so many of those colors in my collection, you know. This one is getting a little bit more forgotten. But I really like it, just that you know. It's not that I don't, but maybe if I will play a little bit more with it, I will appreciate it again. But I'm not changing my mind. It's a nice palette in terms of quality. And the last palette, guys, my Natasha Denona Yucca palette right here. You know, there can't be something changed about my mind. This is a beautiful palette. I loved my 3 looks. After that, I used it a ton more. I think it's beautiful. I really, really like this palette. I like those color combinations. I like how bold and warm I can get, how muddy I can go, how ethereal also I can go, even though you wouldn't think about that. It's a beautiful palette and I really, really enjoy my time with it, and there has nothing changed about that. Okay guys, we are at the end of the video and my battery's also at the end, it seems like. I need to be a little bit quicker now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I love to do those types of videos, and if you like them as well, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun, and we will see each other in my next video. Until then, bye guys.